Hang on head and just sing glory to the new.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Debbie in the building as always. If you are new to my channel, you're highly welcome, and if you're my old returning subscriber, you are highly welcome. So guys, in today's video I want to be sharing with you all my experience as a boarder. I attended Only Girls Missionary Secondary School. It's a boarding school anyways. So I just want to share my own experience and also chip in some advices, you know. Because of this Sylvester thing that is ongoing, I decided to also share my experience. Hopefully it will help someone out there. So because my school was a missionary school, they usually conduct prayers every year. I don't know if I should call it a crusade or a night vigil. Like we call it a night vigil because in my school there is a very big church there because it's a missionary school. So they usually conduct that prayer every year where they pray for students, and at the end of the day they deliver most students that are possessed, you know. So another thing I want to chip in is most parents ignore spiritual aspect of life, you know. Most parents tend to be careless when it comes to the things of the spirit. Some is that of ignorant, while some they don't believe in that. But you forget that the spiritual controls the physical. That's one thing we should know. And I think going to that school opened my eyes, and I understood a lot of things about life. It built me up spiritually, you know. Because when I entered JS1, lucky enough, my school mother was a chapel prefect, so she always wake up at midnight to pray that time. And once she wakes up, she will wake me, and I will join her in the prayer. Some of our corner mates then will also join us in prayers, you know. I can remember a particular day we woke up, we were praying, and a particular student started manifesting, you know, because according to her confession, it was time for her to go for their meeting, midnight meeting, and the prayers was hindering her, was disturbing her. She started screaming and all that. We came, held her, and you know, started praying, and at the end of the day she got delivered. There are so many things that I experienced back in secondary school that opened my eyes and that made me understand how important it is for you as a parent to groom your child spiritually, to pray for your child's protections. Always be conscious of the things of the spirit. A spirit cannot operate, cannot exist on earth without the body, you know. That is where God's creation was unbeatable, because spirits roam about, but the only thing is that they need the body to manifest on earth. They need the body to carry out their activities on earth. That's why they possess human being. And there are two ways you can be possessed by an evil spirit. One is when you are alive as a human being, the spirit will overwhelm you and possess your mind. You start thinking evil and start doing evil. That is one way. Another way is the one that happens when someone dies prematurely, you know. In Igbo we call it onwerieru, you know. When somebody dies like that, because spirits are everywhere moving about, they usually enter that person's body. The person that owns that body is dead. A human being is made up of spirit, soul, and body. That is why you always hear stories like, this man is dead, but they saw him somewhere else. It's not actually that man. The person's soul has gone, but there is an underworld spirit that is using that body, the man's body, to manifest on earth, because they always need the body to manifest. So underworld spirits, that's evil spirits, they move around on earth looking for body to manifest, to accomplish their missions here on earth. That is why they always possess a human being so as to carry out their own mission, you know, to carry on their own activities. The common way they always possess a human being is by possessing the person, you know, the person's mind, the person's soul, and then start operating, you know. And this thing is common in schools, not even only boarding schools, even day schools, even primary schools. Because I can remember back then, most of the students they delivered, they were confessing that they were initiated in their primary schools, some nursery schools, you can imagine. So we parents, we should be very conscious of the spiritual aspect of life of our kid, you know. So back then in school, I was very spiritual, as in very spiritual, because my school mother actually helped me, played a huge role. And again, my background, my parents, I came from a very religious home, so we always prayed that time. My school mother left, I started experiencing so many attacks, you know. And because I was spiritually alert, I always feel the presence of spirits when they come, when they visit my hostel. Then sometimes I'll just lie down on my bed, I will see, you know, those cloud of darkness, as in, I don't know how to explain it, you know. If you are not spiritually alert, you will not understand. You will never understand the things of the spirit. No matter how they try to explain to you, you will not understand. So that's why most times when I see people talk and say some certain things, I'll just know that this person has a long way to go. When it comes to the things of the spirit, you cannot understand it as a carnal man. You can. So I'll just feel that cloud of darkness, you know. If I try to scream, my voice will be suppressed. Nobody could ever hear what I was saying. In fact, it often happens when I'm just alone. Once I'm alone in the hostel or in the classroom, anywhere I am, they will just come, you know, with that cloud of darkness all around me, and I always feel their presence. I will start screaming, start praying, you know, shouting the blood of Jesus, you know, until they vanishes. So one day I was with my friend, we were just lying down gisting, and all of a sudden they came. This time they came in a human form, with so many gifts, with so many presents, you know, gold, different beautiful things, diamonds, you know. They came. I was with my friend. I was the only one seeing the gift being presented to me. My friend was not even seeing anything. So I was asking her. She wasn't even responding to me. She was just busy still gisting me. So I was the only one seeing it. So they presented it to me. They gave it to me. I refused it. I rejected it. I started praying, you know, and I was screaming. As I was praying, I was screaming. So after the whole thing, I was asking her, didn't you hear me? Didn't you see what they brought? Didn't you, you know? She said she didn't hear anything. I was like, even as I was praying, you didn't hear anything. She said she didn't hear anything. She was just busy gisting me. But she noticed that I wasn't paying attention, you know. I was lost in thoughts, according to her. So one day, the one that ended the whole thing, that was when they gave up on me, you know. They stopped disturbing me. So one day in my SS2, after giving us post, that was when our seniors were about leaving. So there wasn't much thing going on in school then. I was feeling dizzy in the class, so I decided to come to the hostel to just lie down, because it was few minutes to break time. It was like 10 minutes to break time. So I was like, since it's almost break time, let me just come to the dormitory and sleep. And when I came, I saw some students at the corridor, because I asked them, they were like, they are sick, that's why they are lying down there. Due to the hostel was locked, I was the house prefect then, so I opened the dormitory and entered inside, and they followed me. Few of them that were just lying down there sick followed me inside the hostel, and then laid down, you know, on their corners, different corners. Then I was not actually lying down on my corner that day. It was not on my own bed, it was just a bed. They had just laid down there because I was feeling sleepy. So as I just laid down, because I've not even slept, I was very much awake, because I was hearing the sound from outside, even on the inside. Because as I just laid down, few minutes, they rang the bell for break and students started coming in, you know. I was hearing everything, you know. And all of a sudden, this time around, they came in human form. But you know, because this is something that once you're spiritually alert, you will notice and you will see. But they came in human body, but their faces were masked with fearful, you know, devilish things, you know. I can't just describe, you know, but it's obvious that they are not humans, you know. There were four. One sat on my right hand side, and another one on my left hand side, and another one on my right leg and left leg. As I saw them, I started praying. I was shouting, the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. I covered myself with the blood of Jesus. You know, praying and screaming. Nobody could still hear me. Nobody could hear what I was saying, you know. And they carried me and they took me down to the bottomless pit of the ocean. Oh my God, this English, it sounded somehow to me. It's kind of funny to me anyways. There I now saw their queen sitting in a golden seat, you know, down there. As they just brought me there, their queen started screaming that they should let me go, that where did they bring me for, they should take me back. Because as I was there, I was just screaming, I was just praying, you know, shouting the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. I cover myself with the blood of Jesus. I cover myself with I was just screaming. It was as if I was in a trance. That's it, because I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't dreaming. Let it not be that it was a dream. No, I wasn't dreaming, guys. It was not a dream, because I've not slept. You know, I was fully much awake, but I was about sleeping when this happened. So I was now screaming, shouting, you know, nobody could hear me. Then she started screaming, they should take me back. That where did they bring me from? They should take me back, they should take me back. That is how they carried me back and came back physically on top of that bed I was lying. They just came there and dropped me. Then I woke up. That was when I now stood up and I started praying. I now went and asked the students inside, and those that I saw around me, I was like, did you people hear me when I was screaming? Did you hear me when I was praying? They said no, they didn't hear anything. They just saw me lying down there. So I went back to the classroom. I was not gisting some of my friends my experience, and one of them that was also the chapel prefect in my set, Esther Clifford, she was like, I should stop. I don't know, Esther, I don't know if you watch my video. In case if you watch this video, I don't know if you can remember what you told me after telling you what happened to me. She was like, I should stop telling people that. I don't know if the people I'm telling, they're the ones attacking me, so I should just stop telling them and, you know, just be more prayerful. That's what the advice she gave me then. So so guys, this is my story, how I went to Underworld, my experience in secondary school. I have other experiences, you know. If I start sharing everything, this video will be very long. It's already very long, but what am I trying to say? My advice is, parents, you people should be more active in your kids spiritual life. Be alert, always pray for them, always pray for your kids. It is very important, because the spirit controls the physical. So this thing that happened in Darwin College, Darwin College, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name of the school well. These students might not even know what is happening to them. Then they might be possessed, you know. The ones that bullied the Sylvester, may his soul rest in peace anyways. So we just have to be very spiritually alert when it comes to our kids. Always pray for them, always make them to engage themselves in churches, at church activities. As parents, you all should always pay attention to your kids and their spiritual lives. Always pray for them. Don't even take it for granted. Don't even neglect it, you know. Always pray for them. It is very important. Pray for your kids. It's not about boarding school. Let me be frank with you guys. These things happen in schools, both day schools or both nursery schools or both primary schools. They can be possessed by evil spirits. They can enter court. They can jam anything, because as your child is living, you don't know what that child is going to face out there in school, because you're not going with your child. So the only way for you to protect your child is to always pray for your child. You know, to always pray for your child, to always teach your child, the will of God, and guide your child through the things of God. So that is just what I want to share with you all. I hope you all learned one or two things, you know, and I hope this video inspires you to pray more for your kids, you know. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you've watched up to now, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and share my video. Share this video. It might be helpful to someone out there or a parent out there. Thank you so much, guys. Next video. I really apologize for the background noises and everything going back and front. Guys, it's not really easy for me to film this video, but I just told myself that this video, I must film it. You know, I must see it to the end. So guys, bye guys, and see you all in my next video.
All the ways that you make me, build me up.